Boom. We are live. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Looks like the chat got started ahead of time. So I got a fun one for you. Actually, before I start, I want to thank everybody for subbing. We actually, I say we because I feel like, the community is a team. We made it to the 750 mark that I was trying to shoot for. So I will be giving away these two books sometime during the chat, probably at the end. I've got everybody's name on a wheel. We're just going to spin it and see. I'll go through it so everybody can see that there's 750 in there, everybody's name, so nobody feels, like they're cheated or anything like that. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me. Again, big thank you to everybody. I have a guest today on my, I just wanted to have some fun. We're going to be talking anti-heroes. This is somebody that I'm always battling with, just like our two characters. She is Captain Marvel every day, all day. I am Iron Man every day, all day. So we couldn't agree on an Iron Man Captain Marvel. So we're going to start talking about some anti-heroes. But without further ado, my guest is Sanne. What's going on?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. I gotta pick a street and do a parade now. I don't know, something.
Yeah, don't forget us.
No. Before we start, let's go to the chat here. We got Lasso. Gonna read some Wonder Woman. Sounds good, brother. I hope you're here. Comic G, what's going on? Hello from the cold and wet. Whoa, yeah, it's like 47 degrees where I am. I don't know where Sanne
Merry
is.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's hot. G-Spot, Morbius better be on that list. We shall see. We're probably gonna do about 5 characters each, see where we're at. And I know my list I have 8 or 9, so we'll definitely see. Sanne already thinks that she's won this, so we will see. We will. What's going on, Evan? Thank you for joining. FaceTime. What's going on, brother? Dun dun dun. Keys. So my buddy, my co-host, he's camping right now, so I have no idea what he's doing, around a phone or anything, but I appreciate you tuning in, brother. I hope you have fun. What's going on?
Hello.
Stay Puff, Kid Collector. Thank you guys for joining. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Princess Conan.
Yes. He actually just dropped a video. I think it was today.
Yeah, RoboCop.
Yeah. We got 90. And Hella Comics. All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. No script, no nothing. It's just gonna be some fun. We're gonna be talking about some anti-heroes, something that I think my list is a little predictable. I think anyone who knows me probably knows who my number 1 is, but
Iron Man.
We'll have fun with it. No, Iron Man is not an anti-hero. Come on.
Is it anti or anti?
Anti, I don't know. It's whatever. I usually say it's because I'm foreign, but we'll see. Actually, before we start, I got to give a big shout out to Panda Man. He actually just dropped his first video on YouTube. So if you haven't already, please make sure you go subscribe. Go check it out. He's finally on the YouTube scene for himself. He's not doing other people's shows and things like that. So I'm very proud of him. I hope he did very well. I'm going to be checking out the video after I'm done this because I lost track of time and I had to run out and get pizza. So I had something to eat.
Welcome to the club.
So yeah, Panda, I'll be checking it out. And thanks for joining me, brother. All right. So because I'm a gentleman, I will let you go first. Number 5. Who do you got?
I got Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Isn't she just a hero in general, though? I thought that's just...
No, I mean, she's a thief. She kills, but she also saves the world, so... Shall we stop now and...
How? that last movie that they did with her, right? I think it was Alicia... I forget her name. I think it did terrible, wasn't it? It was bad.
Yeah, that dude did not look hot.
Yeah. I can agree with you. I guess she is a cool character. I know I had a huge crush on her. I think it was between her and Rogue growing up, but I also think it's just because of the fact she basically had like a tight t-shirt and those shorts, the guns on her legs and things like that. So I mean, yeah, it was a hot character. I don't think she's super badass. I mean, if you put her in a fight with, I don't know, Yarn Man, I think Yarn Man would win.
I don't know who Yarn Man is.
No, he's like the crazy. Everybody's talking about him.
Oh, well, not me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess she's all right. I mean, let's see. She steals shit from tombs. That's not really good. Yeah, I guess you're right. But she does, like, okay, hold on. But she does steal stuff, but then she gives it back to, like, say, like museums or research stuff and things like that, right? So
yeah,
I mean,
but there's some killing along the way.
Yeah, I agree. Angelina Jolie, bring her back.
Yeah.
You know, she kind of still looks like she did, you know, 20 years ago when they first came out.
Yeah.
So why not?
I still do her.
Yeah. Right? All right, number 5 for me is Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, marketable character, popular character. You have him, you know, I don't know. I think I can't watch any Ryan Reynolds movie without seeing him as Deadpool. Like the same thing I have with, you know, Robert Downey Jr. I think that like that last movie he did, I think it was like Underground 6. You know, he's like a spy and a kick-ass, but like he's talking like as if he was, you know, Deadpool and stuff. So I don't know. I have
Pikachu, right?
Yeah, and he was Pikachu. Yeah, he's the dad. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. I actually just watched that movie, I think like 3 months ago for the first time. So
I have not, but I do want to see the newer one.
It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I grew up like a Mewtwo fan from like the first Pokemon movie. So you know, I won't spoil it for you, but Mewtwo does show up. TK, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think Deadpool is definitely a number 5 candidate. I don't think he's. I mean, his hype is like kind of ending as well, right? So, I don't know. He's badass, but I just think that he fits the mold at number 5 for me. So,
he's cool.
But do you think like his thing is like over with now though? Like, just
it depends what the MCU will do with him.
Movie, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see them. Like what villain or what thing could they do with him? You know, like I feel like they have to bring him in and they kind of have to add him to like X-Force or X-Men. I don't see him being like Solo. You know,
It's going to be very interesting, but especially the future of the MCU in general.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you can spec on pretty much any character.
All
right, Sanne, you are number 4.
Yes, I have Witchblade, Sarapatini.
Witchblade? Oh man! Actually, I think if Carlito's in here, he told me that he would unfollow me unless I included Deathstroke in my list or something like that. So if he's not here, we'll just say that we did use him, but you know.
Yeah, well, for me, Witchblade, she is from the 90s growing up. She's a very interesting character for me and very nostalgic. You know, she's a police officer that risked her life by saving a colleague, and then she gets this artifact, and her mission in life is just to lock up all the bad guys. But with this artifact, she starts killing the bad guys. So, yeah, for me, she's a number 4. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm seeing a theme here, though. Your number 5 and number 4 were ladies. So is this going to be like an all-ladies crew for you? Like, don't spoil it, but is it all going to be ladies for you?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining. All right. I would love to see another Deadpool. Let's not have a break so they don't wreck the character. We all remember the Yes, you don't have to tell me that. Yeah, me personally, I think even the last Deadpool, they just kind of, you know, it was kind of like they were forcing the character to do something. I just hope that they don't push it and ruin what they did with him, you know, from the first film, the marketing stuff they did with him, and you know how they're exposing him. Because I think he's a badass character, and he, you know, now as we're getting to an age where, like, you know, even on TV, I remember you weren't even allowed to say like hell or ass, right? And now you're pretty much able to say anything except the F word, right? So
Yeah.
I think it suits like where society is, that you have like this guy that just doesn't give a fuck and just, you know, kills and this and that, and you know, it's cool. It's definitely cool.
I hope they won't try too hard with the jokes.
Yeah, and see, speak of the devil. So yeah, mine was Deathstroke. Just remember.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing too. Like, I don't want them to just force it and like do the jokes like that. You know, like it's funny, but like sometimes it seemed like they were just forcing it. So, okay, number 4 might surprise a few people. I might have some people say, that's not true. That's not it. It's one of those things, like it's the eye of the beholder. But number 4 for me is Loki.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, like, yeah,
unpredictable.
He's got it. Yeah, and he's got that unpredictableness and things like that. But at the end of the day, like, he wants to help. Like, I think we've seen it in Thor, one of the Thor movies, where like they start fighting on that hill, they come down, and it was all a trick. And then even in Endgame, Infinity War, things like that, when he needs him, when Thor needs him, he's usually there. It's usually when he knows that Thor is going to figure the plan out, that he kind of just does his own thing. But I truly think that Loki is like not a villain.
He just has daddy issues.
Wow, I mean, he's adopted. You know, he should have been king. You know, it is what it is. You got to remember, he's one of those. I forget the people, but he's one of those. He's from like the ice people too, right? Because that's what they showed. Yeah, so like he's not even like human and things like that. So you got to remember that. But yeah, Loki's definitely my number 4. I just think too, with what happened in the last movie, like you don't know where he is, right? Like he took the stone and just kind of like vanished. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. I think Loki's also a character that like he's smart to a point. So like he can make a plan, but the plan never goes to like, you know, it never finishes.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
That was really interesting. He was on my mind.
Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Because I had this argument, or this debate. I shouldn't say argument, but yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. What? Loki. Okay. All right. I don't know if that was in a Marvel movie, but you know. Yeah, so I just think like, you know, a lot of people just assume that he is the villain, but at the same time, you know, he does have those like good qualities. So yeah, number 4 for me, it's gonna be Loki.
Yeah, he must have good qualities if he fucks a horse. Eh?
He's not magic.
Can't unsee it now.
He's a Magic fan. He's a Magic fan. All right, so number 3. I'm assuming
Who do I have?
Another lady. Who is it?
Oh, very lady. Not the Punisher.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's on everybody's list. I think you could say that.
Yeah, he's definitely the guy that you want as a friend. Not necessarily to give him a list with people like, can you please whack these people? But more in the sense of regarding his, you know, backstory and history and what happened that shaped him into the Punisher. I think he could tell you some wise words that will haunt your mind forever. Like, damn, he was right. So therefore, I think he would be a great friend. Ooh,
yeah.
Hello,
have you seen all 3? I think there's 3. Yeah, have you seen all 3 of the Punishers?
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
Well, for me, nostalgia reasons is Dolph Lundgren Punisher. Also because there's a Dutch actor in there, which is kind of hilarious to see. But I really like that movie.
But he doesn't even wear the skull T-shirt in that, I think, right? I think that's like the big thing about that movie. The feedback that it always gets is he never.
Yeah, but a lot of things can be argued with any Marvel movie about certain outfits that are not worn. If you catch my drift. But yeah, I think that movie's really cool. But also the one from the 2000s, it's also really cool. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I know there's some brutal scenes in there.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. I think the last time I saw that one, it was probably late 90s, I think. I think I didn't even know what was going on at the time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do remember that scene at the laundry something.
To me, I like the one with Nicholas, or not Nicholas Cage, not Nicholas Cage.
He
John
wished.
Travolta. Yeah, John Travolta, where he's the
Mm,
bad guy. I don't know
yeah,
why. I think it's just the fact that they have that one scene where he fights like Johnny Cash in the bar. Remember? Like he goes into that
it's
like
been a long time since I've seen that one, so
yeah.
I can't
So
remember.
basically, like just before he's about to like go and kill John Travolta and everybody, he goes into this like restaurant, like your typical restaurant where you get coffee and stuff like that. So he gets in there. He sits down. I think it's like to have a coffee, and then like Johnny Cash is in there with his guitar, and he's just like singing the song of like how he's gonna kill him, and then they kind of just get into their cars, and then they just start like going at it and things like that. But that's
Also, the series were really good.
yeah. I know there was one after that too. Like the John Travolta one, I think is the second one. It's not the third one. Like the newest one.
Oh, what's John Travolta with the one that I'm mentioning?
No, I don't think so. No, because the one you're thinking about is like early '90s, late '80s, I think. What's going on, Jeff?
Yeah, that's a Buff Laundry one, but the one with the laundromat, is that what you call it? I don't know. I think it's the guy with short hair that starts throwing a Jack Daniels bottle.
I think so. So Sanne, it's a little off topic, but I noticed the X-File DVDs on your shelf in one of the posts. The truth is out there.
Indeed.
Area 51, aliens. Oh yeah, we got it all today. We got it all today.
Let's get the alien part.
So number 3 for me.
Ooh, bring it.
I think you're gonna think it's like pretty interesting because we have talked about this character a lot. You actually have changed my mind on this character, but it's Magneto.
Yes.
Again, he's like Loki. I don't think he's badass. Like I think he's badass. I just don't think he's a bad villain. Like when it comes down to it, they're just trying to protect their own. They see things a little differently, but it's not to say that they're the bad guy or anything like that. And with what you told me, right? Like, yeah, as I've grown up and looking back, it's almost like Professor X almost kind of like forces you to like, hey, this is the way. Where like Magneto's kind of like the chill and just he just has a different approach, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, Xavier's too busy with talking with politicians to be accepted and how awesome he is.
Yeah, and I also think like the whole Jean Grey and him like trying to hold on to the Phoenix and all that. I think he's just so worried about that. But yeah, I don't know. I just think, and it's all because of you. Because if it wasn't for you ever putting that thought in my mind, like I would have just gone about my day thinking, you know what, Magneto's a villain, this and that.
Yeah, he would have been on your list earlier this week.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited too because, with X-Men coming back and they're redoing it, I hope that they can bring that character and do him like properly, give him justice.
Yeah.
It's
also, I hope it's a really good actor.
You don't
Will
like
it make him old or young?
I don't mind Michael Fassbender though. That's the thing. Like he
was good.
Yeah.
I also like James McAvoy as Xavier.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to keep that cast or go new.
Well, they can ditch some of the people for sure.
I'm thinking they're going to ditch like the whole X-Men, like your Cyclops, your Jean, I think they'll probably keep the guy that plays Beast. So
yeah, the girl that played what's her name, Jennifer Lawrence. God damn, she really just
Mystique.
Yeah,
that's that what he does. Yeah, Magneto is the truth. Yeah, I just honestly, it's one of those characters though too. Like, yeah, after Michael Fassbender played it, I don't know who they might be able to get to play him, right? Like, and it's one of those like tough gigs because they're going to be around for a while too, right? Like,
yeah,
he's not dying, so Fassbender sounds like a speed pass at him.
Yeah, he's an ass bender.
Jeez. And not to mention, they messed up. They messed up too because in the one movie they made him seem like he was in World War II. Remember, he was like a young kid in like the Holocaust or something like that.
Yeah, but then the first class took place in the 60s, and then Days of Future Past in the 70s, and Apocalypse in the 80s, and I assume
Apocalypse.
you've seen
Oh,
it.
right, it did take place in the 80s. Yes. Yeah.
Get small
right.
vision of Jubilee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you're right. Fastbender, the name comes from Fastbender, which basically means barrel crafter. Well, there you go. So I'm learning things as I go too. All right, your number 2.
Scarlet Witch.
Okay, so we're 4. Oh no, 3 out of 4. 75% of your list is women. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
What?
You're gonna have to explain this because
What, is she considered a hero then? After a lot of things that she's done, or is she considered a villain?
I think she's a hero in my opinion. Oh yeah.
Oh, the few books that I've read, I think she is like the anti-hero. Like, you don't really know what to expect with her because her emotions are so in. She doesn't have her emotions in control. I think that's what really makes her very interesting. Like, she can just say no more mutants, or she can save the world. So, damn.
I mean, yes and no. I kind of.
I could say, Uncle Ben, to go along with Key.
Uncle Ben. Oh yeah, Key. Yeah,
He's an
May. Bring up some characters that it's just like, what? Yeah. Jamie's got a good one here actually. Catwoman. I mean, she's doing her her number 2 pick. I still have 2 picks, and then she's got her number 1. So, she turned heel on everybody in the House of M. Yeah, I mean, and not to forget, she kind of made Tony Stark messed up in the head for a bit when she showed him that future look, right? So yeah.
So slowly you are agreeing.
I have not. Oh, sorry. Meant to. Yeah. She's a tough one. Kind of sort of fits anti-hero, but then so would Jean Grey. Yeah, I agree with that one too. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But that's the interesting about lists like these,
I think and here's where it gets tricky, right? Because I feel like everyone's definition of an anti-hero is different, right? Like there's something that I might say, hey, like this person, like case in point right now, right, with Scarlet Witch. You agree, some people agree. Me and FaceTime are like, I have no idea what you mean, but yeah. For the most part, I think it's just also too like how people view them, right? So like, if you're a new comic book reader, a collector, or just getting into the movies, you're only going to see the hero part. You're not going to see all the other bullshit and things like that. So I think that has to do with it, where like more experienced comic book collectors, comic book readers, they know like the truth of the character.
Mosquito.
Yeah, right? Oh, Mosquito. What?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I really hope like with WandaVision or something like that she will slowly start to like really lose her shit, and then you can see the whole like downfall of her character and then how she rises up again or something like that. I think that will be really interesting.
The whole thing with WandaVision, I'm kind of slowly understanding it, is it takes place in the 50s, but it's supposedly like just all in her head. It's like a dream, because we got to remember like Vision is dead, right? And I guess it's like all in her dream, and then when she wakes up, which is supposed to be the end of the show, it's supposed to lead into like Doctor Strange and things like that. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how they do it, but yeah. And remember,
in the future, you will agree. You will say Scarlet Witch.
I'm a fan of the actress. I'm a fan of the fact, like, the only thing that I don't like about the character is that she could have basically destroyed Thanos herself.
Yeah.
And they kind of just like said, you know what? We don't want to make you look that powerful, so let's relax, right? Like I think she she's one of the most powerful characters, so we kind of have to give her due as well.
Exactly, and with her emotions that she doesn't really have under control, I think therefore she's very interesting, and in the movies, but especially in the comics, the ones that I've read so far, yeah, it's really.
So my number 2, we've already talked about, but I had Punisher at number 2. I'm gonna switch that. Okay, I'm gonna switch that and say Catwoman, and she is probably, I don't know. I think the best anti-hero in the DC universe, maybe.
Yeah,
More
she is like in my honorable mention. I really like her. She's a very interesting character.
It's kind of interesting to me how like the Dark Knight ends up marrying her, even though she's like a thief. Then like she fights and she steals and things like that. So it's funny how that whole thing turned out. But yeah, Catwoman for sure. I remember watching Michelle Pfeiffer do it. I thought Michelle Pfeiffer was like gorgeous.
The bomb.
I watched the Halle Berry one. That was the worst. So it is what it is. I'm interested to see how they do her moving forward. I know she is going to show up in the new Batman. If you guys have listened to a few things I've said, I don't know what to expect from that movie. Like, it's got a great cast, but again, they have like I think three or four villains, and I just keep having this like image of what they did with like the George Clooney Batman, where they had like just 3 or 4 villains and they butchered them all, and it was just a horrible movie kind of thing. So like, I hope that they don't do it, because it's gonna be different, especially when they have that Batman going on with like Ben Affleck's Batman at the same time, right? Like it's never been done like that before. So people are going to be easy to criticize and just compare. So
yeah, maybe DC has it right for once. So we'll see about that. Maybe it will work out for them this time.
That sentence right there just seems like it's so hard to believe for me. Like, maybe DC has figured it out. Like, I've been down that road so many times. I've been to so many theaters and checking out so many books, thinking the same thing, and then it's like, yeah, like Suicide Squad's a perfect example. Birds of Prey. I know a lot of people like Birds of Prey. I might have to watch it a second time just to give it, a little bit more justice.
I thought it was very entertaining.
Best movie ever. Best movie villain ever. Bad nipples. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I think Catwoman is a good one for sure. Before I say my number 1, I will say I had the following characters as like honorable mentions. So I had Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting him on my list just because he's Canadian. So I was like, you know what, maybe put him in. I had Amanda Waller. She's a good one too. She's the one that picks up. She's the one, the African American lady that gets the Suicide Squad. Like, she's like high up in yeah, because she entertains Batman, but at the same time she has this agenda, and she says like, hey, if these people die, then whatever. I also had, in the same breath, I also had Suicide Squad, right? Like, I know it's a team, and I know we're doing
that's rogue, right?
But as a team, I think that one's good for sure. And you can tackle pretty much 4 or 5 characters in that group. So you got that. Wolverine, Amanda Waller. Yeah, those were the ones I came up with as like my honorable mentions.
That's interesting.
Boom. Yes. 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 So yeah, I guess that was a good pick. Yeah, and I'm interested to see, because they could do her for so long. Okay, that sounds so weird. They could do her for so long. They could use that character for so long, right? They can hide her. I'm interested to see if they show up. Yeah, so I guess that was a good pick. Man, I should have left that as my number 1. I guess that's a good crowd pleaser. Good ones, yeah, for sure.
Well, I only know her from the Suicide Squad movie, so I mean, I still have to dive into the whole.
Too, though. She was in the cartoons as well.
I'm not sure if I've seen. I don't really remember the DC cartoons growing up. Just mostly Marvel stuff.
It was, I think, at the time, it was like the only DC show going up against Spider-Man and all that. What did they have? Spider-Man. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man, and then it was just Adventures of Batman. So it doesn't surprise me though, because Kay Titus was talking about he lives in Japan, and like he's like, man, even Power Rangers that are filmed like they were from there, he doesn't even get to watch. Like there's shows they can't watch. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if in Europe you guys didn't have those shows either.
Well, we had a lot of shows. They would come on a bit later, but
Casey John, I don't know. Hey, what's going on, Warlord? Yeah, there's so many. I don't know. My definition, I guess, is like somebody that does the dirty work, somebody that doesn't really follow the hero code. You know, like Superman is not gonna break a bank or steal a bank and just take money. You know, like things like that. These people like play dirty, things like that. You know. Do you want to go number one, or do you want to do your like honorable mentions? Do you want to talk about them?
Well, my number one is already being said now, so
I can't remember if she was. Whoa, Mr. Hollywood. It's Burke. What's going on, brother? Okay, so wait, number one was already said for you? What was number one?
My number one is Magneto.
That was my what? Number he was my number three. He was my number three. Do you want to touch on anything that I haven't said about him, or?
Oh, I don't know much about the character. Like, I'm no expert with any of these characters, so I'm still discovering a lot about Magneto, for example. But so far, like, I think the thing that really changed my mind, I think it was from the comic book Fallen Angels that came out last year, where Psylocke goes up to him because Xavier's dead, and she's asking him for permission, and he's like, well, I cannot give you permission to do that. But if you go over there, he points out to another character, he can point you in the right direction. And so the duality, I was like, wow, this guy is pretty interesting. And that's how I started to view differently on Magneto in general. So
what's going on, Austin? Yeah, and you know what? Until we met, I didn't, like I said earlier, right? Like I didn't really know about that. I kind of had to take everything I knew about, Xavier and Magneto like out, and then just kind of use them like how you said, right? And then that's when I came to my decision of like, yeah, you know what? Like Magneto's not really like the bad guy here. So
yeah.
So number one for me, I think a lot of people might know. I don't know. But it is it's Iron Man. No, I'm just joking. I'm kidding.
I was right.
The chat would lose it. No. Number one for me is actually arguably my second favorite character, but it's Venom. Yeah. He's going to be around for a while. I hope he's super marketable. He's super badass. Like, I don't know. I just love the whole like symbiote thing and things like that. I hope this Carnage one is going to be more badass than the other one. I'm hoping too that it's like rated R, or like at least there's like craziness involved, because I really want to see like a true Carnage and true Venom. More so on the Carnage side, but like even in the first Venom, it was like he like chopped the head off, but like they never show it, or like he threw people, or he like destroyed. So I think the only scene they showed is when like and spoiler alert if anyone hasn't watched it, but the movie's been out for like 2 years, but like when they stab Tom Hardy, like his character gets stabbed or whatever. So yeah, that's the only craziness that you see in it. So I hope in this next one they kind of show the more rated R side of those characters, because even for Carnage's sake, like you can't bring a character like that in who's a serial killer, who's crazy, and not show blood or show like crazy things that he does. So
Yeah, he was going to make my list, but I knew for sure that you would have him on, so I was like, gotta pick other characters. So
Venom is a good choice. Yeah, Venom. Interesting. Let's see here. My shop has a Venom 3 third print. I put 405 for 110. Should I grab it? Should I flip it? The third print is which one again, Bert? I can't remember. There's the white one. There's the one where he's. Lasso says no, Bert. No. Thank you. Yes. In the first one, yeah, it was very. Yeah, and again, going back to like the Deadpool stuff, like in Venom, I thought that they forced a lot of jokes too. Like they just dropped a lot of jokes in there that you're just kind of like.
I am also very curious what they're going to do with Morbius, how that one will turn out.
Somebody in the chat said Morbius.
Yeah, Rob G-Spot.
Yeah, I think
he's a big Morbius fan.
Yeah, I think he's going to pair up with Venom, actually. Like, I think Sony will eventually just go that Enemy Within storyline because they have both characters. I think they're kind of just throwing everybody off with the whole I think it's like Marvel Premiere 28 with like the Legion of Monsters. I think they're going to go the Morbius and Venom way because they know what they have, especially if Morbius is if he becomes popular. I don't.
We have the method actor Jared Leto or Leto, however you pronounce it.
Yeah, Leto. Yeah, I just hope it hits. I know he took like an ego shot when he found out that he wasn't going to be Joker and that he wasn't going to be on the screen for a long time. But yeah. Jamie actually has a good one. Jamie had a good one. Yeah, Nebula for sure. That's a good one. Yeah, no, I knew it was the first appearance. I just didn't know what cover it was. Because I only remember just the white one. So yeah, I didn't know which one. Dun, dun, dun. I really wanted it, but the movie. Yeah, exactly. And again, yeah, huge Venom fan. It wasn't the greatest movie, but again, they got a second one coming, so a movie about the Creeper can be nice, maybe. There's oh shoot, there was a character I forgot on my list actually. Oh, different had definitely had expectations.
The regrets.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a pretty good list. I mean,
yeah, I had some honorable mentions myself. Well, I had Catwoman.
Yeah.
Well, Emma Frost is my honorable mention.
I have not done it yet. I actually have it right here with everybody's name in it. I was just gonna see where we were at the end of the chat and just kind of do it. So yeah, just stick around for a bit. We will be doing it, and like I'll be contacting whoever does win it. It actually took me a while to do that wheel because I had to put in 750 people. So yeah. Thanos is a great anti-hero as well. Yeah, I don't know. Like me personally, I don't know about that one. I think he's just pure evil. He's like the opposite. Everything I said about Loki is the opposite. Like he just thinks like he thinks of a horrible plan and then just goes throughout it, right? So
yeah, but he also did it to get the attention from Lady Death. Was that her name?
Yeah, he always tries to get her attention for sure. Yeah. What about Doc Manhattan? After his reputation is ruined in his famous TV appearance, without being able to defend himself, he then decides to screw everyone, leaving Earth. Yeah, that's a good one too. Watchmen. Thanos was right. I mean, he almost killed Iron Man. So let's not forget, Iron Man basically was the reason everybody stuck around, right? Like he saved the day. So I mean,
yeah, they've been throwing that sacrifice part already since Avengers movie. So
Iron Man's fought Thanos one-on-one like 3 times. Two times, really.
Yeah, But Steve telling Tony like you're not the guy that would do the sacrifice. So that was already teased in the Avengers, and then slowly you got to see.
Oh, are you talking about like when, no, but that was years ago. You're talking about when Captain America says it to him, right? Where he's like,
but him dying in the end of Endgame, sacrificing himself, the sacrificing part, it has been hinted so many times. Like he would never do it, yet he does it.
Especially in Endgame, the Avengers act like villains, and they are much. Yeah, but they're trying to save the world here, guys. Look, like they're trying to bring everybody back. When Thanos went good for a while, yeah.
When he was gardening.
Thanos 2020, yeah. Magneto was right, absolutely. I can see how Thanos is one. Back to newbie point about what people consider an anti-hero. Yeah, it just depends, right? There's a lot of different ways. I mean, if you Google it, the definition will come up, and you'll have different characters and different lists. I just think for me, it's just mostly characters that are given a bad rap who are like a villain, but actually at the end of the day, they do good. Do they follow all?
Oh, then rules? Shit! Then I should have put Rogue there.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like they, in my opinion, they do things like dirty, right? Like Punisher, Wolverine, Deadpool, Venom. Like all these characters, like they're not gonna follow the rule book. They didn't do Boy Scouts and things like that and Girl Scouts. Yeah.
And so my other honorable mention was Emma Frost, as was mentioned before in the chat.
Somebody mentioned her. Yeah, somebody mentioned her in the chat. Yeah. And
so, I actually wanted to put her first in the top 5, but eventually I decided to go with Tomb Raider. But
Steve used reverse psychology because he was It should have been Captain America. X-Force 2. Yeah, I could see that too. In my mind, it just came more so on the Suicide Squad part. But yeah, you could put that team in there. What other team can you put in there? I mean, I want to say you could probably put X-Men in there too. I mean, they kill people. They live above the law kind of thing, right? I guess that's a good way to view an anti-hero. They're kind of like above the law too. But I mean, if Wolverine kills somebody and I'm a police officer, am I gonna like go and arrest the guy? Probably not.
And my last honorable mention, I have not really read a comic book yet because I'm still like investigating on which book I should get first, but I have seen a movie in the 90s.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or Captain Marvel.
Or Captain Marvel, yes. Yes. Actually, if you guys didn't catch it, I kind of teased it, but the only movie that I have ever watched like this is Captain Marvel.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah. Body Skywalker, what do you think about the new Immortal Hulk run? I think it's really good. Obviously, everybody's trying to chase that one from the comic book collector and investor side of things. Everybody's trying to pick it up. Yeah, I'm not a huge Hulk guy in general, so I'd probably be a bad person to ask. I'm more saying yes in the sense of just the collecting part and flipping books aspect. Yeah, but yeah, I'd probably be the bad person to ask. But yeah, sorry, your number one or your honorable mention. Sorry.
Yeah, my last honorable mention, as I said, I don't know the comics. I'm still investigating on which book to get first, so maybe someone in the chat can tell me. But the movie from the 90s, it's The Crow.
The Crow, yeah.
I think he's a good mention for this list as well.
I mean, yeah, he absolutely fits the bill for sure. I just never really got into The Crow. I never really thought he was like a cool character, a badass character. Like there was nothing that really attracted me to that character.
Well, he was a bit goth, so I was naturally attracted with an awesome soundtrack. But the soundtrack is not in the comic, but
soundtrack, yeah. So let's see here. Everybody's talking about this comment here. Also, the Avengers acted without content of any authority on Earth or other planets. Maybe most of the universe moved on and feeling the most populated. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the school of vigilante.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot here. The Crow. The Crow. The Crow. Love that movie. G-Spot, are you saying what really to the Crow part? Or the Captain Marvel part? I don't know.
Why do you always bring up Captain Marvel?
I gotta see it. No, I got love. I guess I don't. I don't know. It's never been a character that I've just, I've been interested to see or anything like that. I guess I put the Crow with like Captain Marvel. I don't know. Green Lantern. Like I put those characters. They're just not characters that appeal to me, I guess. Oh, see, okay, so G-Spot said the same thing. Yeah, to the Crow. Yeah. I thought they were doing a new Crow. Did I hear that right or no?
I don't know. For me, movie-wise, the Crow will always be the one with Brandon Lee.
Okay, I will do that. I promise. It is what, July? Let's go. Come on. It's July 10th. I promise by October 1st, I'll read The Crow for sure. Wait, read the movie or the book? I'd rather watch the movie, to be honest with you. Never seen it. Never read it. Yeah, you read my mind perfectly. The Crow made my #1 on my best horror comic. I can see that. AJ, what's going on, brother? AJ is one of the cool Funko guys I know. So if you're into Funkos, definitely check him out. He's got a few good videos that he's posting out. I think he just passed 120, 25 subs, somewhere around there. So he's coming up. #1 DC superhero.
The Huntress.
Batman, maybe. I would say. I mean, I want to say Green Lantern because I think he's like super cool, and I don't want to say Flash because I know it'll just piss off Burke. So yeah, I'm probably gonna say Batman, I guess, which isn't surprising because I'm an Iron Man fan, and I guess.
But is he really a superhero?
Is he what? Oh, an anti-hero? Well, he's a superhero. He didn't say.
Bruce Wayne. It's kind of skeptic to me. Like, is he really a superhero?
All right, so maybe me and Carlito gotta read it or watch it, I guess. And I know Lasco's gonna say Wonder Woman, of course. Yeah, Vigilante. That's why. Oh wait, where is it? Ultron was right. If you watch The Crow, you should check out the documentary series on Shredder. Oh yeah, it goes into the. Yeah, I heard some weird stuff about that. Batman Who Laughs. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's I know a lot of people are on Batman Who Laughs, but Wonder Woman. I never got into the MCU after Phase 1 because I couldn't identify with the heroes except for the Winter Soldier. That movie's great. You know what? Actually, I was arguing about this because Winter Soldier is one of my favorite characters. I was actually arguing whether to put him into my list because there's a guy who basically does all the dirty work, but he's really a good guy while he's trying to fight demons and things like that. And then they also go back to him, right? And they say they need him. They say they need their help and things like that. So. Yeah, I was kind of fighting to put Winter Soldier on my list as well. So I'm currently displaying 4 Marvel CGC books. I just changed the wall. What is wrong with me? I don't want to say it because I know there's some DC people in here, but I mean, Marvel is better, but whatever. Hey, to each their own. To each their own. So guys, I do have that giveaway going on. Yeah, Winter Soldier is badass. I kind of always wanted to grow my hair just for the simple fact that I wanted to dress up like him for Halloween. Never happened. No. I usually go as like, I don't know. I usually go as like fun things or like stupid things, but So yeah, like I said, I have that giveaway. I have the wheel here. I'm just debating on whether to do it like here or if I should just do it like live. So yeah, I mean, at least we'll have like proof, right? Like you can see everybody's name in here. It's set right here. It says 750. You know, everybody's name who has subscribed to me. So I only did it for the 750. So if you were 751 or 752, I am so sorry. You were not included. I just wanted to.
We'll do another giveaway next week.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah. Burke, who are you? Marvel over DC. I agree. I wasn't trying to rhyme there. Hey, what's going on, brother? Yeah. So okay. So I mean, it's really only one vote so far. So yeah, maybe just do it live. I do have everybody in here. So everybody who's in the chat is already in because I know they're in there. Actually, hold on a second. I lied. I had to put in 751 because I think my personal account that I used to have, actually I added to the sub, so I waited till like 751. So yeah. But yeah, okay, if you guys are down, yeah, G-Spot, you're in there. You are in there, brother. There's
Let the drum ruffle begin.
There's a bunch. Yeah. Yeah, I checked the list twice, all that jazz. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do it. It goes around once. I tried to do the randomizer, but I couldn't get this many people. So yeah, so I'm just gonna. It just spins once. It goes for a while. I have no control over it. So good luck to the winner. When the winner is announced, I will. I'll contact you unless you contact me, and then we'll work whatever's going on. For like shipping and everything like that. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna go rigged. Oh wait, I did not rig it. I swear. All right. So here we go.
Will it be someone in the chat?
Take the Time Collectibles.
Congratulations. You get an autographed T-shirt.
Wow. Okay, so Take the Time Collectibles. Okay, so I'll be messaging them. I think actually that was one of like the later ones that I did. Yeah, but guys, I will have another giveaway for sure once we get probably at the 8 mark. And then I'll probably do it at like 1,000, something big. Again, I said it at the beginning.
Next week.
You know, but definitely thank you to everybody who subbed, who supported, who watches, who tunes in, things like that. I can't really say, you know, thank you to this person or this person because it is a collective group. So yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, so the books were, guys, if you weren't, these two right here, first Bishop and first cameo of Gambit. So yeah. So guys, with that, I think me and Sanne are done. You know, thanks for tuning in. I do have a video that's dropping on Tuesday. I do have my comic talk with the fellas on Tuesday, and I got a lot of collection videos because I just went to about like 3 or 4 collections. So there's a lot of books, a lot of videos, and things like that. So you know. Tune in for that because there are some goodies that I found, but then there's also some collections that were just god awful. So yeah, so yeah, definitely a lot of fun. And again, thanks for joining, Burke.
Yeah,
you know, I tell you thank you almost every day. So come on. But yeah, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find Sanne because I told you guys to go sub to her last time she was on the show. But if not, where can they find you, Sanne?
It says right there, Sanimation05.
Yeah. So she's got her Instagram, and then she has her YouTube link in her profile. So check her out. She just dropped a video yesterday, I believe.
Today.
Today? Okay, so today. So definitely go check that out. Check her Instagram out. She's got a lot of good books, and she's also a gamer. So just remember that. So if you're into gaming, you know, she's got a tag. I think is it your sister or you that do it? The gaming.
Oh, the live on Twitch?
Yeah.
That's not me.
Oh, okay.
But maybe in the future I will. Maybe on YouTube or on Twitch.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, guys. So yeah, definitely check her out. She's got some good stuff. You guys know where to catch me. So yeah, I got that stuff happening on Tuesday, probably Monday. I'm not sure, but we'll go from there. Yeah, as always, thanks for joining us, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.